want confirmation from you. Say you'll love me tomorrow. Through all of our sorrows. Say you'll love me and we ride and die tonight. Say you'll love me tonight. Even if we fight. Say you'll love me and we ride and die tonight. Say you'll love me and we ride and die tonight.
Anytime you want me, you don't have to say please. And anytime you want me, I'll be there. Ain't nobody like you, even if I tried to. Only got my eyes on you, only got my eyes on you. 'Cause you make me feel alive. And you are, let's put this car in drive. Don't know what I did to deserve you, girl. You are perfect in my eyes. I know you inside out. You know me up and down. You can never make me walk away. What's left to figure out? Let's go get out this town. There's no need to play it safe again. 'Cause you make me feel alive. And you are, let's put this car in drive. Don't know what I did to deserve you, girl. You are perfect in my eyes. Perfect in my eyes. Perfect in my eyes. Yeah. Don't know what I did to deserve you, but I don't ever wanna hurt you. Don't know what I did to deserve you, but I don't ever wanna hurt you. 'Cause you make me feel alive. And you are, let's put this car in drive. Don't know what I did to deserve you, girl. You are perfect in my eyes. Perfect in my eyes. Perfect in my eyes. Yeah. Don't know what I did to deserve you, girl. You are perfect in my eyes.
Mic check 1 2. Sit when I go. Number 1 and number 2. All day, every day. Running back to chat. Muddy Funster, what's up, brother? Crazy Cyber, the man, the myth, the legend in the house. JDA, the Huff. Tolus, UK. Templar tuning in. What's up, player? Praying Mantis. What's up? Going to Adepticon this year? Or next year? Make sure you come by the doubles. You can use some paint judges. I really wish I can get Swallerbot's fucking sub upgrade. That's obnoxious.
You've been here 1,000 times, on repeat in your mind. Take a breath and make the jump. Leave the rest behind.
So obnoxious.
Burn it in your bones. It's haunting you, it won't leave you alone. So tell me now, are you ready to go?
I'm gonna have the Fabricator General pull out the tier 2s and 3s from the bot. It just won't let me fucking upgrade. It's crazy. Maybe it's because like a new account. Great Magnus says, I went to the Grand Narrative, so probably no Adept or LVL this year. I'm hooked on Narrative. Nice.
Are you ready? They don't know the price you'll pay for
Oh, but it's, what the hell was all that? That shit did not come through the restream.
give it all away for the glory. You feel it burning in your bones. It's haunting you, it won't leave you alone.
Is that on a different platform? Oh, that's on YouTube. Oh, okay. I was like, what the little fuck is that? Love Minis chilling on YouTube. Go boy in the house says, at my son's swim meet today. Like, I've got NLP in my earbud to keep me company. Yeah, I heard as a parent, one of the worst things that can happen is your kid gets good at swimming. Is that accurate?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Let's do it! Take your pants off, swim deep time today.
Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here, Next Level Painting, hitting you up on the literal best of all days, coming to you live from that Beats Lab in fucking Inverness, Florida, the greatest city on earth, small towns done right. Ugh. Doing it again. Small towns done right is actually their motto. The way I look at it is like small towns done right. Only a couple of Confederate flags. McCool in the chat. What's up, brother? 37 months back to this egg. Matt Cool in the house. Love Minis. What's up? The Beast Mod in the house. Whew. So we're almost done with this Dark Angel guy. We gotta do his backpack, so I was feeling like we're gonna do something a little special. We're gonna raw dog the backpack. No airbrush, nothing. And even the primer, we're gonna raw dog it all. I'll show you guys how when you have like some small part, you're like, fuck, I gotta paint this. You don't need to pull out the airbrush and fucking prime it and sit there. We're gonna make it happen. Shout out to the chat right there. Dun Killer, thank you for that sub, homie. Let me get some love right there. Mo's Magic, what's up, homie? Let's get some hype in chat for our new friend. So, we've got 2 classes after the show today. 2 first-time students taking the first lesson in the curriculum. So I'll be busy as fuck. The first lesson is like longer. And we cover a lot more. So I'll be off the grid until later tonight. So just letting everyone know. You got questions on Facebook and shit. It'll be on mute until late evening. BIG in the house. What's up, brother? And so Miffy brought it up, but yesterday. But I was like, you know what? I can run another ugly sweater campaign. So Saturday Crew exclamation point ugly. So top 4 ugly sweater. But I amended it. You can pick an ugly T-shirt if you want. Like if you already got a sweater and you want an ugly T-shirt instead, or you live somewhere where it actually isn't cold, and you want an ugly T-shirt, we can do that too. Exclamation point ugly, top 4. The Huffs is a lot of content in the first class. Yep. And Huff, you got to consider, and I love teaching and instructing. Teaching's the wrong word. Like I like instructing, right? Like that's what I do, and I like it. And the first lesson, you got to acknowledge that like I've taught that lesson like over 300 times. So when you think about like our lesson together, think about all the things I said in the order I said them and the answers I had in the order I had them. That's like curated, bro. That's curated over 300 instances with paying customers and practiced. You know what I mean? So it's like the best variant that it can be to get to marry that hands-on style education with that pontification kind of lecture auditorial style with actual theory crafting. You know, like it's got. So like that one, it's fun, But it does get exhausting when the stars line and you got back to back. You know what I'm saying? I'll just smash some coffee, waking up. So I still haven't caught up on sleep because I only slept 3.5 hours yesterday, the night before yesterday. And I only probably slept 7 last night. So fucking eyeballs are starting to get tired.
Angels sang out in an immaculate chorus.
Who that? Who that?
Down from the heavens descended
Is that Russ? 54 months. My man Russ. How you doing, homie? You doing this afternoon, evening, morning? Don't know what the sitch is because I can't, because time doesn't make sense. I don't understand how it works. I don't even understand why it's dark in some places where it's light in other places. The earth is flat, so this literally doesn't make sense. The Huff says, oh yeah, I understand. Great value in my classes. I appreciate you, man. Like, I've got a couple of guys. I think one guy is pretty new, like never used his airbrush yet, which is not uncommon for me. And one guy has been using it for years. Again, not uncommon. So it doesn't matter, like where you're at in the game. My lessons are helpful. All right. So we are going to try Instagram again today. I've got two new adjustments. I've changed the camera location because I noticed that it can't come in from my right side because I'm right-handed. It can't be right overhead because it can't have two cameras occupying the same space and fucks up lighting. So I'm creeping it over on my left side. I think I got a better position. And also noticed that this lav mic was blowing out. It was too close, even though it was pretty far from my face. So I made an adjustment there. So we'll see if we can get these fucking Insta hobos to show up today. Copious amounts says, how often do you clean your airbrush, or do you just leave it in the symbol green? Yeah, I would say, like, I clean it when it has to be cleaned. So like, that's gonna change based on how your usage. But I just use this. Basically, it's about how do you keep your airbrush. Let's say it's like 60% functioning because of its dirt, like how dirty it is. Well, it's about maintaining 100% uptime, but not 100% optimization, because 100% optimized clean equals not 100% uptime. So it's about learning techniques and how your airbrush works to plow through, to brute force it, to make it do what you need to for 100% uptime. And so keeping it in a simple green is a part of that. Pull it out, blow it out, prime to pump, get any excess out, go, clean, rinse, dump, go back to painting, right? You do that until it literally doesn't work anymore. And so therefore I have 100% uptime on my airbrush without, well, I gotta break it down to use it again. And then it clogs 10 minutes later. So that's like, as Huff can attest, a big part of my first lesson is breaking down some of the functions of the airbrush in a very simple way, and helping train my students to physically be able to do that. Exclamation point ugly. That's the Twitch promo today. Appreciate you guys. Let me promote for a minute. Got to make that money before the year ends. You guys know how it is. It ain't easy out here. Exclamation point patrons. No one's really taking advantage of this. It's disappointing. So I got to come up with a different promo. But if you sign up for $10 or more a month while I'm live and you DM me, free painting consultation. That's like a 30-minute half credit. Anything you want, any subjects you want to cover. $10. Seems like a good deal. Exclamation point class. If you just want to get OP, level skip, fucking pay to win. That's what's up. BIG, that's a lot of belts you got over your shoulder. Yeah, man. I'm a 3-time world heavyweight champion, dog. BIG says he feel, I feel you. All right. Let's switch it out. No, it's also 2XO dogs every Saturday for the Saturday crew. Okay, let's see here. Oh, looks like I had my gain up. No, that's right, I did. I tweaked the exposure yesterday. Alright, so now we're going to go live on Instagram. I've got it queued up already, and I think I've got the good angle. So, we'll see. And now that means I got to pull out the fucking Instagram live feed.
It's not the east or the west side. No, it's not. It's the dark side. You are correct. We got Jeff Star. 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 We got Jeff Star.
Who that?
We got Jeff Star. We got Jeff Star.
Yo, Brother Scar. Wait, Brother Scar? What the fuck? Why did it spin around? That is the lamest thing. Sorry, Instagram. Literally, it's in frame. I go live and it shoots it straight to the ceiling. Brother Scar says, I stopped painting years ago because of life. Things used to watch of like... Hold on, let me start over. Brother Scar just donated a C note on Twitch. He says, I stopped painting years ago because of life. Things used to watch you all the time. It's nice to see you're still going. If I get back into painting in the new year, I'll take you up on some online classes. For now, happy Christmas, buddy. Let me get some strong man love in chat from my man Brother Scar dropping a C note on this penniless monk. I appreciate you, brother. You are truly coming through. It's a goddamn Christmas miracle. Let's get some hype train over there on the old Twitch side of things. Thanks, man. Shout out to the Instagram market. Nature. Like, yo, I'm bad at reading. Just so you guys know, I can barely read. Grimy business, miniature with legs. Buy a Lucy. Grimy business. Did I already say that one? He's throwing some heart emojis. What's up, brother? You're the first chat. First chat. Grimy business. Let me get some absolute fucking hype train on Twitch for a guy on Instagram who actually fucking commented. Thank you. So, let me know if the audio checks out, Grimy. You're now my temporary mod on Instagram. How does the audio sound? How does the visuals look? We've been fucking workshopping this. What do we even call the Instagram squad? Like, the fucking Instagram no-shows? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where you at, fuckers? Shout out to Brother Scar says, it's alright. I can't type, so hello, chat. There he is. Now, Brother Scar, it seems like you're relatively new to chatting on my platform, so if you have any questions for me while I'm streaming, just at me. Love Minis can help you with that. You are in the race for a ugly sweater. You probably are going to win one. It's Saturday, so make sure you DM me on some platform with your shipping information if you actually win an ugly sweater today. Insta Crew is the other guys. Go boy, that's perfect. So Instagram, the other guys. Okay, so Instagram. This is where we're at. Okay. And You can follow the VODs on Twitch or on Patreon where they're all edited. All my more scholarly viewers know about all that shit. You can check the links in the bios. So what we did was we airbrushed this guy up a little bit. We did a cheat code to get the fabric set up with the airbrush. We just blocked the armor in super quick, did some highlights. Did some super cheater NMM, wish.com NMM. We did a classic sword hack here. And then what we did yesterday was I showed you guys how wet glazing works, which is like a cheat code. If you lay it down with the airbrush first, super easy. You can wet glaze like this fabric and get this like golden demon kind of finish. Where it looks like super fucking dramatic. Like we did all this fucking dope shit, but we really didn't. It's like super cheater. Now, Grimy Business, keep me updated on my framing. I can't do anything about the lighting. I'd really like it to be less blown out than that, but it's like I have no control over the camera software, which is super fucking unfortunate, but that makes sense because there's no compression algorithm. There's no like cam link. But all I need to do is turn off auto exposure and auto balance. Like, let me have access to the raw footage like the phone normally has, and it would change everything. Because I feel like you guys are getting such a blown out view. But anyway, all the VODs available. So let's put this down for a second, okay? I told you guys I was going to do something special today. And what that means is we're going to do some raw dog technique. So the backpack right here, this is from a Dark Vengeance eBay rescue or thrift store rescue. Brother Scar. Wow, didn't even realize. Haha, I'll be lurking. Didn't realize what? No, you are right. You didn't even realize the competition. Oh yeah, we run promos on Twitch, brother. We've been on brother Scar is clearly someone who used to watch a lot of my YouTube content back in the day, and probably was like, I wonder what happened to that guy. He doesn't make videos anymore. And then just found out recently I've been streaming 3 times a week for 7 years straight on Twitch. We just celebrated 7 years this year. So this is where the action is, brother Scar. It's Twitch. Okay? And we have tons of promos. And it's about basically making money on Twitch because YouTube is basically a dumpster fire. So you just jumped into one of my promos. So I'm just trying to make a little spot for this backpack. No, yeah, thank you, brother Scar. You can, yeah, make sure you follow the channel so you get notified, but it doesn't always notify. That's the problem. So I'm trying to find a good spot for this backpack. This might be one of those situations because I want to paint it separately. God, this is gonna suck. So what I might do. I'm trying to like kind of almost get it on this ledge right here. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so in normal circumstances, sorry, BIG, this is where the shenanigans happens. This is the soup kitchen. The Twitch crew is known as the soup kitchen. We do have some YouTube Dumpster Fire Squadron. Philip, speaking of which, he's coming out from YouTube right now. It's great work. Appreciate it, man. So normally what we would do is, look at this one fucking Instagram viewer. Look at this fucking Instagram market. The Instagram no-shows. I'm telling you, man. The other guys, they're not even here. The one guy on Instagram is probably me. Probably me watching my own Instagram. Like a straight hose. So normally we would airbrush this up real quick with some primer and then just work over. But I'm not gonna pull out the airbrush for this. So that's primer. We used, I can't even remember what we used, but I know we used green. I think we used a little transparent blue, if I know me. Gladiator, was it transparent blue? Maybe some transparent green. Maybe some black. So these two piles at the top, that's primer. Okay. Shout out to Sagan. Bazooki Cat, thank you. Bazooki Cat Rescue Shelter joined. What's up, man? So we're gonna do some raw dogging. You guys ready for this? So here's one of the best ways to raw dog. Okay. Soft, round, fat, dry brush technique. Transparent blue, white, black, and that green. Thank you, Gladiator. So here's black primer. So we're using the big soft round dry brush. This is the best tool possible for hand coating large surfaces. 100%. Light brush pressure, just get it into all the spots it needs to be. Switching now to the other brush so I can sneak into some of these other spots. And interestingly enough, I always talk about this, but airbrush primer sucks. It's nothing compared to rattle can. Now I'm gonna hit it with just some canned air. And you'll see what I mean. Like, you see how there's literally a complete lack of coverage here. So, don't panic. That's just the nature of the fact that this is ultimately an acrylic polymer, not a enamel. So what I'm doing is pushing all the excess moisture around into all the recesses with my canned air. So this is straight up from the slums of Shaolin. This is literally airbrushing now. Okay. This is how we used to have to do it back in the 90s. So, what we want to make sure we're mostly dry. Okay. And so we use this black, some of these colors over here. So something like that. I'm gonna take a lot of the excess off the brush right now because it's very moist. And we're gonna now we're just gonna stipple it right over. Okay, it's struggling to stick. Lighter brush pressure is required. Let's hit it with some air. So, we're raw dogging it poorly. Sometimes that happens. It's all good. The entire Mac. Oh, what's up, Doug? He's over on the fucking YouTube, Instagram no shows. He said, "Hee moist." So let me let this dry for a second. Okay, I'm gonna put it down in front of the fan. While that's drying, let's come back to the actual Dark Angel. All right, and we've got to start considering the base. All right, and I don't really have a stockpile of dope bases right now. I don't think. Let me see. Oh, I've got some stuff on. I've got some Elric's Hobbies bases. Let me see if I got anything fun. Oh, I do. I got something great. Perfect. Hell yeah, this is exactly because I'm looking for kind of like a kind of like a display feeling for this model, because this guy doesn't even exist in the game. This guy doesn't exist in 40K. He's a firstborn, right? There's really nothing you would even use him to represent in the game of 40K right now. So I want him on something that feels like a display, like a piece. So I got this from Elric's Hobbies. So this is perfect. Let me take it. Okay, so we're going to do a similar thing here. We're going to take our raw dog solution. Why is there water up? I wonder if that was good. Some black. Using the big, soft, round dry brush. And so we're going to kind of just stroke it out. Stroke it out. Stroke. And again, I'm not using the airbrush today. We're doing it a little different. Not everyone owns an airbrush, though you should go fucking buy one. Don't be a hobo. We're going to take some white, and we're just going to jam the white right in. And that's just bold titanium white. Okay. Good gentlemen, what's up? More. We're switching brushes. And what we're doing is just using our signature heart pull. Okay. And this is a brush stroke that is designed to be precise and fast. And all my students learn it. It's a pillar brush control strategy. You'll notice how my hands interlock and how I'm rotating the piece to continuously facilitate the fact that the tip is always dragging back to my heart for precision. And what I'm doing is attacking each one of these little stones with a little bit of white mixed in, like so. And it's just, that's still the primer stage, you see? And I'm just roughing in because it's still so wet and moist that we're exploiting the capillary effect, which allows the paint to blur out. And that's a part of the raw dog philosophy that we teach at Next Level Painting. And something that I strive to teach all my students is moisture behavior and developing the instinct for it. So in a relatively short amount of time, we have a decent kind of blurred presentation here. And so that's basically our primer. Gladiator says, Chapter Master Balthasar would make a good proxy for a captain or lieutenant. But like, for a firstborn? Can't join anything. Well, it's still wet. I'm just going to drag a little bit more here. Trying to make sure that this is smooth. Okay, we're gonna let this dry now. I'm gonna hit it with a little canned air. Okay, I'm gonna put this in front of the fan. It's actually no fan aimed over here. It's set in front of the fan, but my fan's literally aiming in the wrong direction right now. Okay. Shout out to Brush and Battle Suck. Thanks for joining. We are currently working on this raw dog technique. We're gonna paint like we're painting this backpack with no airbrush, just kind of from scratch over bare plastic. This is a thrift store rescue of this model that we stripped and repainted. And all the VODs are on Patreon and Twitch. Fucking Instagram, no shows in the house. Okay. So, this is good enough. So now what we're going to do is take our green solution, which is some combination of this bullshit right here. And we're going to use this number 4, and we're going to use the heart pull. We're going to go section by section. So I'm going to hit this backpack ball right here. Okay. I'm going to steal a little white. And we're going to just stipple it with sewing machine stroke, dead center. Grab a little bit more green, and we're going to kind of blow that donut out. Give me a little moisture. Shout out to someone. Major Booba, thanks for the follow on. Is that Facebook? Thank you. Let's hit this ball right here. Let's get a touch of white. Right here. We're using a little bit of moisture to blur it. Okay. So it's like some of this blue, green, maybe some black. Let's go right here. Okay, let's grab a touch of white. Right here. Let's go back a step. The darker variant. We're using like black, transparent blue, and some green. Shout out to Angel over on Facebook as well, liking the show. Let's get the bottom portion of this backpack using our number 4 synthetic. We're going to just heart pull. Little stipple. We're going to grab a little white. And we're just kind of framing some of this bullshit. Go back in time. So we're just laying down a quick base coat over our primer that we just did. Using the same greens we used before. Okay. I'm hit it with some canned air. And it's important that you're using very light brush pressure when you're doing this kind of shit. Gladiator, isn't he just a captain? Isn't Balthasar, didn't he die first off and he was a captain? Mo's Magic. Why am I using canned air? Because when I grew up in the back in the day, I didn't have money for an airbrush. I just had this. That's how I used to do it. All right. So what we need to do is make pretty much just make the dark stuff darker. Aching for bacon. Your Pro Krill black primer seems to have chunks in it. Do you mean like in the pot of your airbrush you see chunks floating around? Or it gets clogged up? or medium. So I'm gonna take some transparent black, blue and green. So making this really dark. Gets clogged easily. Yeah, it'll do that. So you just need to brute force it. I raw dog that shit. I don't thin it out. I just make it work and then I clean it out. It's a heavier acrylic base. And you got to remember something, Aiken for Bacon. Airbrushes are older than acrylic paint. Can you fathom why that is significant? It's an older piece of technology than acrylic paint. So what we're doing is focusing on little recesses and introducing something darker. Semi-opaque, a little wet, we're using the heart pull strategy. Shout out to the Instagram other guy, no shows. I see some people tuning in. Chaos World, what's up? You're like the third person to say hi. I appreciate you, brother. You're in charge now. So right here, rotate, use the heart pull strategy right here. Semi-opaque, a little wet. And part of this is also pretty much repainting the design, because what we're trying to actually do is deploy a little border around the design. So it's all about frames and borders. Using the heart pull. Shout out to Two Cry Some More. It says, hi, how's it going? Over on the Twitch. What's up, man? And was it Aiken for Bacon? Did he have an answer for me? See how we're pulling the elements out? Coach Brent, what's up, man? Sandwiches are out there and they aren't taking prisoners. Arm yourself and stay vigilant. Hashtag sandwich aware. Aiken for Bacon says the airbrush dries out paint fast. Yes. So, acrylic paint was invented in the 40s. It's a polymer, aka plastic. So that's when they invented plastic. So it's also water soluble and it air dries. That's the big revolution. That's the game changer. That's the technology, son. This is liquid plastic, son. Okay, and it's water soluble and it air dries. So airbrushes are older than that. And so what makes water evaporate faster? Airflow, right? So the airbrush is literally a fucking jet engine of air. So it's constantly making acrylic paint dry. So we're putting paint in a tool that was never meant to have that kind of paint in it. So it's going to suck. It's going to be a thing. It's always going to clog every fucking time you use it. And so what it's about, Aiken for Bacon, it's about learning how to play through. It's about, like I mentioned earlier today already, it's about learning how to use your airbrush how to have 100% uptime, even when it's like 60% dirty and clogged on you. And that's a lot of what I teach my students. So there's like a little kind of square right here. I guess that's where like a banner sometimes goes. So you see how we just sharpened that image by making the dark things dark and creating little borders? Two Cry Some More says airbrushes were used on photos to add details. Yeah, they originally used graphic inks. It's really what they were designed to do. So, more of the story, Aching for Bacon, is a lot of times people ask me online. They say, "Hey, Kenny, how do you keep your airbrush from clogging?" And I say, "I don't fucking know. It always clogs. Always has, never won't." What I figured out is how to play through, how to clear the clogs, how to keep going. Jay Easton 99 is like the fourth person to comment. Said, "How do you work this live thing?" I don't know. This is like the third time we've gone live on Instagram simultaneously to Twitch. We are actually live on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and I have a cell phone aimed at my workstation, so we're creating a throttled soup kitchen environment for the Instagram no-show squad. All these dudes show up. It's like, "Hey, look who joined, look who joined." They're like, "Man, fuck this," and then they leave. So I recommend to everyone to go to Twitch. My link is in my bio. The Huff says, "My original Pro Acryl primer bottle is now nearly impossible to actually airbrush." Yep. Been there. And also never forget the highest truth. Airbrush primer sucks. So right now we're talking all about airbrush, but we're deliberately not using the airbrush to show you guys some raw dog paint generation. We actually brute forced the primer on this. Did some really ghetto wet blending, and now we're just making the dark things dark with a little pen washing strategy. Coach Brant over on Twitch says, "Update on the Sandwich War 2023. We have won. There are no need to fear sandwiches any longer. Ham sandwiches are no longer the enemy." Over on the Instagram no-show squad, Sanchez says, "So you prefer us to watch on Twitch?" Look, man, do whatever you want. I'm teasing. The whole point, though, of me even having an Instagram channel is to generate an exposure net to funnel you guys into platforms that pay me. Twitch is one of the platforms I get paid on, and so is Patreon. So I have a lot of followers on Instagram. I use it as a marketing tool. So I'm just doing my job, expanding my horizons. You get whatever enjoyment out of my content that you want, brother. But if you want a more baller experience, you want a bigger community, really supportive community, and potentially even access to rewards and other tools, come over to Twitch. Appreciate you asking. My man Jay Easton says, "Very nice, effective, I'm sure. Multi-platform is very important. I'm happy to spread your tutorials in any form." Thank you. The Huff says, "I had completely forgotten about the Sandwich Wars." That's how they get you, bro. Okay, so we made the dark things dark. That's a big part of this. Now, we could probably go a little darker, no lie. So this is nearly black. And it's a little aggressive. So I'm going to take a little water and just kind of spread that out. I'm going to take a little green and blur that into the black. A little moisture. That's probably good enough, honestly. What we need to do is get some of these details sorted and some edge highlights down, because it's just basically just primer now. So let's get a little black and white mixed together, and maybe a touch of this blue, so we get like a blue-gray. And let's modify. We're high opacity, low moisture. We're going to slot into the heart pull strategy, and we're going to just use the tip of our brush, like brush pressure. Stipple, stipple, stipple. Rotate. Heart pull. Rotate. Heart pull, rotate. I'm using an 18-0 synthetic. Rotate. So you notice the right hand really never moves. That's the brush stroke of precision, right? Find your lock. Always be rotating. This is precise. Now, a big rule of this style of painting, don't fight it on the model. If it ceases to transfer, go back, reload it. You need this to be slightly wetter than this. This is how you keep your lines precise. Now, there's a lot of reasons for that. I teach my students a lot of biomechanics to getting to hacking precision and accuracy. But mostly it's because the tendons in your hand, they do this. You basically use power to keep your hand open, but it naturally returns to this position. So we're just kind of using those tendons that are already in this precise motion versus rocking our hand back and forth. So always be rotating. Always be rotating. Light brush pressure. High opacity, low moisture. Twitch is free. That's right, I love minis. Lady Fluffy Bottom says, don't let the Dijon mustard fool y'all. It will gray poop on you. It will gray poop on you. Nice. Lady Fluffy Bottom caught up on the sandwich wars. Now this is pure white. Okay. Just bold titanium white. And what we're doing is just adding a little bit to the outsides and the top. We're creating a layered blend. We're not actually blending anything. It just kind of looks like it's going from bright to dark slightly. Okay. Now there's a sword there in the middle. It's probably supposed to be gold. I don't fucking know, man. It's definitely not white. Probably gold or silver or some dumb shit. I'd imagine it's actually like right here. You see, here's the sword here. This is just gray. That's the blade of the sword. Right there. Just want to pull it out of the design. Rappo's the light. That's right, man. It's the ancient Chinese tag. Now, you've got the sword dick up top here. Little miniature micro sword dick. And then you also have the cross guard there with a little skull on it. So let's modify our mix. Let's run some, I can't remember what we're doing. We're using mahogany, probably, if I know me. That's not mahogany. Get the fuck out of here. Where my mahogany at? One of the greatest browns of all time. Brown is the best color. Scientific fact. One person watching on Instagram. How is this even possible? Fucks. Let's take a little mahogany and what is this? Golden brown. Oh, you know what? We also almost forgot the orange. Samuel Clark 321. Looking at you. He just joined. How's your day going? So orange, mahogany is mahorange. Let's stipple on the sword cross piece right here. Just stipple, high opacity, low moisture. And this is a thrift store rescue. This Balthasar was in a Dark Vengeance box at the local thrift store here in Inverness for $6. He was painted by some kid 11 years ago. I found him stuffed in a Dentine ice container with some paper towel wrapped around him. I pulled him out, put him back, took the paper towel off, put him back in the Dentine ice container, filled it with Simple Green, and left him there for 3 months. Forgot he existed. Came back, we scrubbed them off here on the show. You can go to the VODs to see the whole project. Scrubbed them down, cleaned them up, broke some of the glue apart, put them back together, and we have been painting him for a few shows. This is maybe the 5th show, but here he is, just chilling. And so that's, you know, original OG Dark Vengeance. And we've been making tutorials out of this, how to do these NMM effects, how to do these blends. So the backpack is just, it was, you know, a separate piece that I left off so I can get access to that cape. That's where we're at today. Sister Nicholas, thank you for joining. What's going on? Greg Lee 109 joining the live stream. Are you the only one in here? Sanchez, oh my God, Sanchez Angelo. I moved here from Instagram. Welcome to the Soup Kitchen. Can I get some straight man love in the chat for Sanchez? Strong man love. Doesn't have to be straight man love. As a matter of fact, I prefer if it wasn't. Is our bot off? Oh, it's on. Why is it so busted? God, that Swaller bot only has a tier 1 sub to my channel, and I can't upgrade his sub because I think it's like suspicious. So obnoxious. Tiger Strike Painting, hold the phone. Tiger Strike Painting just tuned in on Instagram. That's a world famous painter right there, guys. Following on Instagram. Make sure you hit that man's link. Send him a DM. He loves it when people slide into his DMs. So, raw dogging from scratch. Now what we're going to do is we're going to paint a little base coat on this wrap right here. It's got a little parchment. You can literally do whatever the fuck you want with parchment. Parchment is nonsense easy. So look, check out brown. That seems okay. Oh, hey, some white. Hey, that's kind of like brown gray. Right here. Oh, you know what? Blue. Fuck it. You know? Oh, some of this. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It fucking doesn't matter. Make it a gray. Okay? Parchment's so silly. So you saw I put literally brown, blue, a golden brown in here. And we're just going to coat it. This is the base coat. Okay. And then once you have that down, you can make decisions about where you want your parchment to go. But it should be trending toward white, okay? Like a eggshell white. And so I'm just going to stipple some of this concoction into it. I did move a little slow here. So it already kind of dried up on me. Shout out to Enel1985 over on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. If you're moving on over to Twitch, make sure to @ me from Twitch and let me know that you have joined the Soup Kitchen Squadron. This is actually kind of more detailed than I thought. This parchment. See, now I'm using the heart pull. I'm going to rotate, heart pull. Clepane says, yo, just want to drop by and say thank you for the great videos. Made me a better painter. Over on Twitch. What's up, brother? Thank you for stopping by and thank you for the validation. I appreciate that. Okay, so there's our double parchment joint right there, just kind of blocked in. So I got a little puddle of nondescript bullshit right here. I'm just going to kind of sketch it in deeper. And it kind of wraps around right here. Kind of interesting. Kevin Dodge, what's up over on Instagram? Back to one viewer. Let's take pure white. And we're using high opacity, low moisture. And we're running a heart pull across the top. Pure white.
You got me thinking things I didn't mean to. You got me wanting things I never wanted. This is the way you always get what you want. Alright, you got me right inside of my head.
Pure white, just some stipples right here.
Close on the tip of your tongue. This is the way you always get what you want.
All right. Now what we got to do is figure out the sword. Sanguinary Punk, thank you for joining the Instagram No Show Squad. So the sword is gray right now. That might be a little too close to our parchment color. So what I might end up doing is grabbing a little coal black. So I'm thinking is just grab some blue, some black, some white. Let's create an obviously blue or gray situation here. Okay. I'm gonna go a little blacker up here. And what I want to do is kind of make it a black sword. Subtle blue highlights. Let's grab a little white. Shout out to War Mini Painting, dropping some bits on my sweet ass over on Twitch. Let's take a little blue and a little white mixed together. A little pop. Right there. Little heart pull right there. A little bit more white. It's going for the finish. Maybe rotate. Maybe we might be able to get a little tracer. Rotate. Using the tip of our brush. Hold your breath. Swing it from right to left. Paint Color Minis says, I'm painting a Zombicide band. Yo, I'm sorry that I'm shaking this camera so much. Is that shit just straight unwatchable? It's attached to the same thing I'm painting on. Matt Cool says it's fine, man. Is that the reason nobody on Instagram wants to watch me, though? Did we just figure this out? Oh my god, I just kicked everything. Like to see that Zombicide band paint colors minis. If you join my Discord server, we can take a look at it. Because over on Twitch, what we do is a whip session, kind of in the middle of the show, where we go to Discord and take a look at what you guys are working on. You're on YouTube, so that's or you're on Instagram, that's kind of hard. But if you follow me over to Twitch and use the commands to get in my Discord server, take a look at it together. All right, so I'm feeling that. So that's we're gonna have to edge highlight all the green and stuff. We're just not there yet. Okay, here's the sword dick right here. So there's like a grip right here, and we're just gonna do little lines. So I just created like that kind of grip texture. Now, I'd like that not to be so white, so that was kind of an over correction. So what I might do is glaze it slightly and filter it down. I'll put a little brown in the mix. That might work. Now let's go back to our orange mix. That's just mahogany plus orange. Now we're going to grab straight up golden brown. And just touch things. Little stipples. We're going to take pure white, mix it in. We're going to touch things again, but less. So we get that little gleam. All right. So now what we have to do is figure out how to get some edge highlights done on this guy. So we're using this green. This green should mostly be a highlight. High opacity, low moisture. Let's rotate. Let's look for a tracer. We're going to rotate and ride that rail right there. Rotate back. So the trick with Dark Angels is it's all about the edge highlight game and making sure your base green is actually really fucking dark. You can't get super reliant on your airbrush transitioning it because it will always be salamanders. So you gotta keep it as dark as possible and then put the extra effort in here. If I was gonna paint a Dark Angels army, I wouldn't even modulate it with my airbrush. I would treat it like black. I would paint it in I would make a dope green that I like and just straight base coat them that green. Make sure it was really fucking dark. And then I would just move straight to edge highlight phase. You see, now we're getting that intrigue, that contrast. Using high opacity, low moisture tracing strategy. Okay, on the ball, we're going to use a heart puller. Because there's no real way to get a tracer going.
Nothing in this world can hurt me. When you're by my side, I love it. We can leave the world behind us. You make everything about the world so much better. When I hold you in my arms, I wanna be
Always be rotating.
every day and every night. So much better, so much better.
So now we're going to push some white into the mix. Rotate. Using the tracer strategy. And we're not edge highlighting it. We're just adding to what we've done. Make sure you don't subtract to zero though. Like this is like a lot of painting is subtraction through addition. Okay, you want to get a careful heart pull right here. Right here. And that sucked because those little nuts got in my way. So it distorted my stroke. So I'm going to go back to this concoction of green on the wet palette. Lower the opacity a little bit with some water, and I'm going to use that as a band-aid. To lower the impact of that janky line. Okay, we want to get a line right here. We're using straight up white and green right now. You see, I'm not redoing it, just hitting corners and edges. Always be rotating. Be cognizant of tip penetration. There you go. Now, it's good enough to get on them, just about. Let's grab some gray, black and white, a little blue mixed in. Shout out to Alan HC, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. How you doing, man? Do you find us on Instagram? What we are doing right now is we are going to stipple in this gray mix into this vent. Using the sewing machine stroke. But also the heart pull. So it's a modified stipple heart pull. Take a little white while it's still wet. And we should be able to just brush kind of like a center highlight. You see? Like it's metal. Want to do something similar here. I want to get these couplings right here off of green. Using the 18-0 synthetic. It's from I have a gear list. Instagrammers, you can see that on my link tree. So we've got those little doodads right there. Same situation, grab a little white. And these are going to be considered cylinders, so we're going to create a obvious highlight that has beginning and an end right here. And we're going to fade that away by adding a little bit more of the dark mix back in. So we're like kind of in the medium zone now. And we got a little on the green, that's to be expected. It's easy to fix though. Now we're going to take a little black again. We're going to run in for a pin wash strategy, heart pull. Right there, create a nice dark border between the green and the gray. Painting minis is mostly this. Dark stuff dark, bright stuff bright. Borders and frames. Alright, rinse it down. That was semi-opaque, kind of wet. Now we're going back to high opacity, low moisture. We're going to rotate, look for the heart pull right here, or the tracer. And by painting the backpack completely separate from the model, what that does is that allows me to not be lazy, because I'm always lazy when it comes to backpacks. Let's run a straight across the middle highlight. Tight, 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 tight. Let's get these big bolts right here. Turn those gray. Inside these. Press it down. Shout out to Motley Brands, Torin, thank you guys for tuning in. Over on the Instagram, No Show Squad. Let's take a little high opacity, a little moisture white, quick tracer, rotate. Hold your breath, swing it from right to left. Send a little bit inside the pocket. Now we're going to take a little green And we're gonna fix the border back up right here. Do a little tracer. We're gonna take a little transparent black. And we're gonna stall a little border. Here. Using the heart pull. Tight, 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 tight. All right. So that's a good stopping point for our whip session. So if you're following me on Instagram, which is almost no one, we're about to end the broadcast for about half an hour. We're going to go exclusively on Twitch. We are Twitch and YouTube and Facebook right now. We're going to do a whip session. So if you have anything in your gallery you want to show off and you want to be a part of this community, there's still about, it's close to 100 people watching. Not here, but if you want to do a community show and tell, go to my bio, follow the links, get over on Twitch so you can join our Discord server. Now, what I will do before that happens is let's grab Balthasar right here. This has been the project. Let me see how close to the phone you can be. That's the project. This is the backpack. So if the backpack is good enough to be glued on him now, or it's push fit, so that's what we're gonna do. Otley, hey, thanks for the emojis. There we go. So now we can see Balthasar chilling with his backpack. So you see a lot of that detail it would have been so hard to paint if it was glued on him. I just straight up turned the light off to see if it makes it better on the phone. And turn the exposure up on Twitch. Extremely low light. How do people even fucking do this shit? This is crazy. All right. I'm getting ready to end the broadcast. Switch Balthasar back to what the fuck is going on with this thing? Why does this not work? This is sketchy. Why are these not going in? God damn. Tolerance on this thing is completely out of line. Oh, Andreas, thank you for the like over on Facebook. Okay, just setting them down. And when we come back from the whip session, we're going to be working on this base right here. We just sketched in some primer. This will be his awesome little base. Thank you guys for being a part of the Instagram experience. We'll be back after the whip session. Gotta write a caption. Can I do it without taking my phone off? Trying. It's in a great position. I don't want to take it off. It's got a huge keyboard. I can do it. Dark Angels. D-O-D. Just share it. I don't want to lose these. I want to track them. So I have to publish them so I can see it. So I know what we've accomplished. So I can make improvements. Okay. Let's pop open Discord. Okay. Let's run over to the server. Oh, Rottweiler, I saw this. He shared this on Instagram last night. Rottweiler, are you tuned in right now? Because you posted some shit at like 2 in the morning. Aching for bacon. Scratch bill. Let's see. The wrong thing. Damn it. Oh, I'm throwing him over to the wrong screen. God damn it. There we go. Oh, man, bacon, scratch bill, marble base. Hoping to use cotton wet wipe trick to create marble effect. Is it just one, or do you have to do a whole army? Because I've got a couple different marble tutorials for one-offs. I like this like big flat base. Just one? Yeah, I mean, when they're so little like this, it's hard to use any of those gimmicks. Those cheat codes, Aiken. When they're little, it's hard. Like, there's just not enough surface area, and the scale is going to typically be kind of off. But I'm sure you've Googled, you know, the dryer sheet tag, all that shit. Oh, that's right. You weren't using an airbrush. Yeah, just go look at one of my Marvel tutorials. Definitely got a couple on YouTube. I need to go get a water. Fucking parched, yo. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to go get a water. Oh, it's magic? Yeah. Staying hydrated is a struggle with ADHD. Oh wait, Bacon, you do use an airbrush? No, I was thinking of someone else. I think I remember that now. My bad. I'm pretty sure you airbrush. Got the bolter painted. Dope. We got Mo's Magic working on some Kingdom Death. This is Kingdom Death. Where are all the dicks? Are those the dicks on his back? Yep. Brother Scar. Kingdom Death models, man. Yeah, terrifying Dark Souls-esque monster. That's a good setup, Mo's Magic. I like the airbrush setup you got here. Anybody else want to show off some whips? Exclamation point whip. Join the Discord server. Show me what you got. Brother Scar says, I figured out the last video I watched was so long ago. It was my yellow Infinity model. Damn. I painted that model in a garage in Banning, California, when I was homeless between North Carolina and Hollywood. Now I'm in Florida, Brother Scar. I was in Hollywood for the last 7 years. And then I currently live with my parents. Just moved in 3 months ago.
Every 30 seconds, someone's chasing a tear. And every other minute gets lost in a year. Every half an hour, someone's pointing at me. And once in a
Brother
while,
Scar, just thinking about
a shadow
getting back and your stream gets recommended. Glad you're still with us. Hope things have been better. Oh, I'm so happy. Like, I mean, I miss Los Angeles, but I didn't leave because... I didn't leave because I didn't like Los Angeles or anything like that. I left because my relationship with my partner ended. So, came out here. Now I'm just consolidating, paying off some debt, moving the business over here. I'll be here for a little while, a couple years at least, in Florida. I hope to go back to California in a couple years.
every now and then I see the fear you try to bury deep inside. I see the panic in your eyes. I've reached the point where I can't stop.
Saruman, the Huff, we got some whips.
A victim of my selfish life. A victim of my hopeless pride. Caught inside my web of lies.
Thanks for the share, Mo's Magic.
A casualty of me and my disease.
The Huff. Try to find a color scheme I want. The votes. Orange. This one looks the most easy on the eyes, I think, because it's very Army Man colors. And it's, you got mostly a dark green
Hey, are
with,
you dirty
with bright
micing the
lines
boys?
and a bright
Cops!
cloth.
Your dicks on the car as you run away. We are gonna have sex in your car.
Corvidine, my dude, says, bought a couple of cases of Death Water on sale. Stay hydrated. But no, I have to pee, and now I have to pee every 30 minutes. Here's money, stay off the streets. What's Death Water? JT Dubs, he says, how you been doing, brother? No things been rough. I mean, it was only rough for... It was rough leaving. It was emotional. I had to make the right decision for me, though. And so I came out here with just like what I had, basically. And it's been great. My mental health game is top tier now. Being with my family's been great. Just got to see my nieces on Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go down and see them on Christmas. Like, mental health game is top tier. Yeah, I'd have to say like the basic Army Man's the best one.
Hey, are you
the
dirty
eyes.
micing the boys?
Your cops! Rub your dicks on the car as you run away. We are gonna have sex in your car. It will happen again.
Oh, that's hilarious. The Huff, hashtag Dirty Mike Life. He says, yup, that's the Balthasar workup. Creamy cloth, some reddish brown detail, and the green armor. So that's literally the Dark Angel we're painting. It's a great color combo, right? And you got the same red. Yeah, see, right, when you put the creamy, when you put the yellow in the cream, in the cream, right? When you yellow up the ivory, and then you offset it with like a crimson red, it's class. It's just pure class. And then built-in complements with the green, right? Painting Dark Angels is like my safe space. Like, straight up, guys. Like, Dark Angel, like, fucking Dark Angels and full Dark Angel regalia. Like, this shit right here, like Balthazar, like Dark Angel regalia, right? He's got the robes, he's got the feathers, the wings. This shit is 40k safe space. Hold on, let me mess with the exposure. There's something about it that makes me so happy to paint this. Like, you know, when you've got like your veterans with all your bullshit, you gotta clean up some of the green still, but that shit makes me endlessly happy. I can paint Dark Angel guys like this all day, every day. Like, that'd be like the only thing I paint. It's fun as hell. So I see that that color scheme is coming through here. Yo, brother, Scar, make sure, I know we're talking right now, but you see how other people are like typing at and then next level painting? That makes me know it's to me when we're really busy, which we're not right now, brother Scar. He says, long as you're doing good, man, I'll be in the stream a lot more for sure. Maybe I'll even pick up my airbrush again. I hope you do, brother. We've also got Saruman the OG still to look at. Aching for Bacon was also asking about Liquid Death. JT says, good for you, man. Glad to hear it. Been a while since I had a chance to watch the stream. Glad you checked in, brother. Corporate Ice, it's flavored sparkling water. Do you know how rough it is to pee all the time when you're driving? Yes. I do. The houses, yep. Started the color combo a week before you began Balthasar. You were using the same colors as me before Balthasar? We just think that way together? It's awesome. Saruman. The fuck is this? Is this guy like deconstructing and then this guy is popping out of him? Wait, is that the claw? From Marvel? Like, I mean, like, this dude is like a nonsense, like, B-level villain, right? He has shape-shifting in his power set? I thought he just was a henchman with a claw. Why does he have a death ray? He's Wakanda themed? What does that mean? It's an energy absorber, so he absorbs energy and shoots people with his death ray and shapeshifts and shit. I mean, he's shapeshifting into himself. So is that what he's doing? Or is he like displacing himself from reality? Is he like teleporting? Okay, he absorbs energy and throws it back at you by jumping out of his own chest. Like I'm trying to, like what's the narrative of the model? Because that's a lot of moving parts for what Bishop does. You know what I'm saying?
Can I be a beauty queen? Can I be a And she said that I have to change my ways. Can I be a beauty queen? And she said that I have to change my ways.
So that's what his power set is. He absorbs your energy, shoots it back out of you by displacing himself from himself. Or can he like power up and do things like God mode? Because he looks like he's in two places at once right now. Yeah, he looks like a pain in the ass. He's a fun looking kid though. Any more whips? Good job, guys. Appreciate the support as well. Exclamation point ugly. We are running an ugly sweater / t-shirt promo today. Top 4 can get one of our exclusive ugly sweaters that I drew years ago. You can also have it made as a shirt if you want that instead. Yeah, he's an old school villain, dude. I remember this guy. He's lame as shit. But he's so fucking lame. And look at this guy. Fucking look at this hobo. See, they draw him up dope here. I mean, he looks way more. I mean, God. Oh, he has a vibranium power sonic converter. He's composed of sonically solidified sound, giving him a somewhat inhuman appearance. The character is described as having superhuman durability and strength sufficient to lift tons of matter. He has a sound generator that serves as a prosthetic appliance with a claw's right wrist. Transform ambient sound to perform a series of functions, including project an intense high-volume sonic wave or blast a concussive force. Sound converter is invented by the claw and later improved by some AIM scientists. Demonstrated the ability to create cohesive sound, essentially entangling, crushing a construct that absorbed ambient noise and increased the size and strength.
Hey, man. Thanks, dog.
Saruman is glad to see how the channel is expanding, and I'm happy to support you. Thank you, Saruman. I appreciate your support. So he's a sound guy. Bro, he's so... Whoops. He's so fucking lame. Saruman, the OG, let me get some love in the chat for a true legend. God, he's lame as fuck. Sid for Game 69, what's up? Saruman says, totally lame. This is what us old guys had for comics back in the 70s. I mean, he's powerful though, undoubtedly. I mean, it's a powerful skill set because, like, you know, like, it's not like you can just trap him in a vacuum. So he, like, is Magneto, but for sound. Right? But he needs his prosthetic. So, like, you could remove his prosthetic. But it's made of vibranium, so they addressed that. So you'd have so he's durable as shit.
And his name is John Cena.
Lady Fluffy Bottom. Lady Fluffy Bottom, thank you for the $1. It's a sweater. You can't see it. John Cena. Appreciate you. Alright. So we have about an hour left. We're on schedule. Thank you so much for your support, guys. We're going to jump back to it in a second. What are you up to, Lady Fluffy Bottom? Lady Fluffy Bottom. This is my jam right here. Makes me want to pull out my rollerblades. Put my Jinkos on right now. Bro, I've wanted to take my nieces to like a roller rink so many times. Oof. I think I took them once when they were little. We went to like this Hot Wheels roller rink in Miami. They're really little. I had to like hold the Lana. Kind of just drag her around. Like her legs are just flopping around behind us as I'm like dragging her around. I like to put the old Jinkos on, pull out a pair of rollerblades and go somewhere. It's what peak male performance looks like. All right. Okay. Oof. So we're gonna get back into it. I actually have to move my camera. Let's go back on Instagram. Let's put a title out. Right. Going live on the gram. Lady says, tried, but that 4 spot was too slow. Somebody beats you to the punch. How bad is this actually? Let me move this over. God damn it. Yo, what's up, Instagram? Lowering the ambient lighting. Alright, so we just did our whip session on Twitch. Now we're back. Balthasar looks good. So we're gonna set him down. We just tackled his backpack. Shout out to Philip. Thank you for joining the old stream. Now, what we did a few minutes ago, about an hour ago, was we took some primer and we raw dogged that primer on this base by hand. Eric Kirk over on the old Twitch says the lion has returned from a very long slumber. Yeah, a little nap. So this is just black and white primer, or black primer with some white paint sketched in. So what we're going to do is basically establish kind of a value paint. So we're going to grab some bold titanium. We're going to grab yet again another dry brush, soft and round, fluffy. We're going to grab some of that bold titanium. We're going to make sure that we get all the ambient moisture off. So what's left is high opacity but extremely low moisture. And we're going to use the soft round brush. We're going to do a little careful dry brushing. See, very light brush pressure. And we're trying to get all the details to pop out. Okay.
Balls for the skull throne! Blood for the blood god!
Yo, biggest hype in the chat for Love Minis, the Beast Mod. She's a real cool cat. Throwing down some love over on Twitch. Go Boy says, so lions are just big cats, right? Lion. So Johnson literally took a cat nap. Goddamn, GW's corny. No. You're corny. Shout out to Love Minis. So, probably what I should have done first, though, no lie, is I should have gone in there and darkened up the grout. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to take my small synthetic brush, take some black. And then we're going to manually darken the recesses with the heart pull. We're going to just drag it. So semi-opaque, kind of wet, black. And what we want to do is over darken the recesses. And you might be tempted to throw a wash over the entire base. You're going to get a worse result. And you're going to have to sit there and wait for it to dry. So this will get the job done faster. I promise. Now, if you have like 50 of these, then maybe use an oil wash. But if you have one, do it like this. Cryo Cheese coming in with that raid over on Twitch. Yo, let me get some strong hype in the chat for that raid. What are you guys up to? Let me get some love out there to the Cryo Cheese crowd. Let me see. Run over to Crowd Cheese. Make sure you guys hit that follow button on Crowd. I'm hitting it right now. Just made sure I followed you. Welcome to the chat. What we are doing is a lot of things. We've been working on a Dark Vengeance thrift store rescue where we got $6 box of Dark Vengeance. There was this Balthasar wrapped in a paper towel in a Dentine ice container inside that box, crudely painted by someone 11 years ago. I took him out of the paper towel, threw him back in the Dentine ice with some simple green. Forgot he existed. We stripped him down and we rescued him here on Twitch. And we just threw this backpack on him. But now, and all of this has been filmed. It's the VODs. It's on Patreon. Edited down. We take our Twitch VODs and edit them. And what we did was we grabbed this Elric's Hobbies base. We did a quick, and we're doing some stuff by hand today instead of using our airbrush. Just to be hobos. And so we did just a quick sloppy hand primer on this. And what we're doing is taking straight up black, semi-opaque, kind of wet, and we're just jamming it manually into the recesses to over darken for an over sharp image. And I was just breaking down how you might be tempted to just wash the rocks like with a all over wash. If you have like 50 to do, maybe, but if you have one, I promise this is faster than waiting for your wash to set and dry. And we want to sharpen the image. For me, miniature paintings is mostly about making dark things dark and then making bright things bright. Don't overcomplicate it. And we chose this base from Elric's Hobbies. It has like a really nice showroom floor kind of finish. It's got that big bevel on the outside, which I like. It's going to really help make him like a one-off kind of feeling, you know, because he doesn't really, he's dead in lore. The model doesn't exist anymore. He's firstborn. Crowd Cheese says that shit looks tight. I appreciate you, man. Crowd Cheese. Gone Beyond One says love the creamy cloak in the red and green. Thanks, man. That's actually the subject of the tutorial that we're publishing on Patreon right now. Is how like infusing your like ivory bullshit with yellow looks super classy when you move it up against this kind of crimson. So it covers what colors we use. No movie magic. We use a lot of techniques like airbrushing. We airbrushed this guy's like cloth and left it alone for the whole paint job, blocked everything in, and then we had it set, and then we just used some really cheater wet glazing techniques to create this extra drama. So fucking easy. Got the cheat codes, baby. But now we're gonna make this base look kind of cool. Okay, so that was a quick side project where we just made the stuff darker. Now I'm going back to this soft round dry brush, putting some white back on it. Gone Beyond One says I caught the stream and feverishly took notes. Fuck yeah, man. So now we're gonna sharpen the edges. So the dark things being dark makes things look more in focus, and the bright edges make things look a little more HD. So we're just creating like a basic value paint. You see there's all these little details and textures in the stone. So we're trying to cultivate that, which I like. That's good. So now what we want to do is make that. We've got like kind of like this temple flagstone situation right here. Okay, so what's good there is typically get some red going, maybe some white. I'm gonna take some burnt red. We're gonna water it down substantially. So I added a lot of water. We're gonna take some of the water off the brush, so we're low opacity and low moisture. And we're going to glaze this and this. We're going to take a little white. Lower the opacity of that. We're going to glaze this. Okay. We're gonna go now. Here we've got this big flat flagstone. We might have him standing here and looking down on this part of the base. I'm not sure yet, but what we'll do there is maybe take a little a little blue, black, some white. Maybe really cool up this stone right here. So this is like different than this down here, okay? Let's take some black. So we're just kind of setting that in motion. Crowd Cheese, thank you so much for the raid, brother.
Yeah, you know I'm
Now down here we've got all this. This is like outside rock, right? So let's take some of our golden brown, our mahogany, some green, just so that red.
We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking them all?
We make kind of this like fucked up color right here. And we're going to
never pretend, ayy, back in the lab again. You when I touching the friends, ayy, you when I touching the can.
switch up with a little bit of glazing over this rock.
I'm tapped in with the action. They got the master on a master. I can never move passive. I'm active. I can make them go ghost on this cast. But wanna know who running it? Just ask us on the track. I'm gunning it. I'm blasting this, that gas, and diesel, shack and dog.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast.
See, we're just kind of sketching it in.
We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
So the bass is gonna be kind of clutch.
Got an edge on the game like a cheat
Gladiator, good old
tighten up my
rock
focus
creep.
like a peephole. I want the rings and the change like I'm Depot. Picked up, walking, check my status. We established when it's show. Time to squat.
So what I'm thinking is,
Oh, it's magic like some we want the smoke. Y'all ain't really about that action. We got perfect off the practice. They ain't working, so they
Let's-
like it. I've been hungry all
let's
my
kinda
life.
desaturate
Passing
this
up a plate. I can't quit until I win. I ain't having no debates.
by adding black and white.
That's exactly what it takes. So I'm going full throttle at me back up out my way. Yeah, I promise you, you cannot stop me. Now when the whole team got me, I notice how cocky. But watch me, I'ma show you what hard work got me. Parameters, you are not dealing with amateurs. You and your team cannot handle us. This is excellence. Rich, stand it up, cause you know
I'm a
I'm
beast.
trying to get like an interesting color.
You know I'm a beast. Welcome to
I want it to be darker.
My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash.
So what I want to do is I want it to
We
be
don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know
like dark
I'm a
on
beast.
this side. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of cell shade each rock to have a deliberate shadow on all the same side. See this? All right, we'll let that dry. Now up here, like I said, he's probably gonna stand up here, is what I'm thinking. Just and be gazing down this way. So probably don't need to do much up there. I could probably just take another dry brush because I got a bunch of these loaded up. Or take another dry brush pass up here. Okay. We're gonna run back some black. Run back into the channels, semi-opaque, kind of wet with the heart pull. Too easy, yo. Immaterial Productions. What's up, brother? What size brush is that? It's an 820 synthetic. Look at my gear list. Over on Instagram. You're like the only guy on Instagram. What's up, brother? Gone Beyond One. Over on Twitch. What's up, man? What are you talking about? Okay, so we cell shaded this bullshit right here. Let's do that again. So our mix was this puddle. Let's get a little darker. Respectfully darker. Lower the opacity. We're gonna get in and go and get a little darker inside of what we just did. You see?
Cold case of the cool. Symptoms like a swamp flu. Sun that line through. Freeze guys follow mine. Swimming in the money signs. All I know is God crime.
Keep it at low opacity. Now, this is where we were to begin with, so let's actually kind of split the difference. Make it a little brighter now. Too bright. This side. Cell shading, all the same side. Low opacity, some moisture. See, we're stacking it. Super low opacity stacking. What we want to do is we want to cut the difference between the dark and the midtone. So I'm trying to eyeball that. And I'm reshaping our cell shade, right? So I'm kind of like trying to create a better line aesthetic. Combination stipple, heartful. Low opacity, low moisture. You see we're blurring it slightly. Now let's run back in. Slightly darker. I want to go even darker, actually. So that's that same puddle. Blacker, maybe browner. So low opacity. Not dark enough. It's crazy. It's wild. Trying to find something kind of interesting while I'm doing it, so I'm adding like colors to it randomly. So there's some fun color in this. See, we're trying to work a smaller amount of real estate now. Still low opacity. Remember, this is what starts to sharpen the image. I like that. Tampa Tip in the house. That's the man, the myth, the legend. It's a much better view. Oh yeah, it's a better angle, right? I switched it up. Coming in from the left side, brother. Hopefully the sound is a little better too. I put the mic so much further away from my face. All right, let's run back in. Let's get some crazy highlight. Lower that opacity substantially with the water. Take some of that moisture off on the paper towel. Low opacity, low moisture. Running the heart pull. So we're working that cell shade again. JDA. Is that an Elric's base over on Twitch? Yeah, it's Elric's Hobbies, one of our sponsors. Tampa tip, sound is better. I got a wireless lav mic 12 inches from my mouth. So Tampa tip, this is where we're at on the actual model now. So we got his backpack set up today. Go focus. Come on, camera. It's trying to focus. This is its focal range right here. So now we're doing a like kind of a display base form. Right here. Elric's Hobbies with his big bevel. Oh, you know, I didn't even think about right here.
On your mark, ready, get set, go. I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all
Little watered down red.
look at the time. Oh no, I gotta go and get it. I was born ready. Hey, check the time, check the score.
So now it's time to actually make this thing some
we still
HD.
lit. Hey, top floor, top C, yeah, we big business.
Tampa Tip says, "It's amazing, brother. I'm still in awe of your skills and color theory. Something I always have an issue. You know, fuck color theory, dude. I talk about it all the time. It's nonsense, dude. It's all about can you do what I'm about to do right now? Colors are bullshit. They don't matter. So I say that like nonstop, dude. What it's about, don't even sweat color theory, because what it's about is precision. You need to be able to make precise bright edges and dark recesses. Everything else is a bonus. So my techniques and my lesson plan are all about that. Because if you can do that well, then you're already OP. Then you can casually figure out color theory. Tampa says, next time you're visiting your aunt in Inverness, I'll have to hit you up. Oh, fucking Tampa Tip. Over just down the street. Can you believe it? So we're using high opacity, low moisture. We're using the tracer technique right here, Tampa Tip, over on the gram. High opacity, low moisture. Always be rotating. Hold your breath, swing it from right to left. So this is where the HD effect comes in. Okay. Now we're gonna have to use some heart pull strategies. Brush stroke of precision. My students know. So we're gonna use the tip and we're gonna rotate. We're gonna slide back to our heart. Here. High opacity, low moisture. Right there. I'm confident to go in with a bigger brush size or brush stroke, because if any line doesn't work, we'll edit it with the glaze editing technique. The trick is always be rotating. You see, now we're getting that HD. aching for bacon since I'm digging the trap music. I don't know anything about trap music, though. Lady Flappy Bottom says Apache is the bees. She probably means the bees knees. Tampa says, whatever it is, your eye for certain colors together. I mean, it is color theory. I have I'm 40 years old, been an artist for my whole life. So yes, I am utilizing color theory, but not in a way that people typically realize. It's so simple. Color theory is reverse engineered. You gotta realize that people already figured out that certain colors look great together long before we had a scientific explanation for it. So color instinct is real. But most of the time, Tampa Tip, all I'm doing is I'm considering compliments in a kind of a, but I try to cheat with them. I try to tuck them in, and then I consider warm opposing cool. That's mostly it. Those two things, right? When I'm doing color theory. But that is all second banana to dark stuff, bright stuff. Value-based contrast is the name of the game. See, this base, it doesn't matter how dope my color theory is if I can't precisely generate these edges. This is where the real shit is. 32 millimeter scale requires you to cheat like this to push the envelope. If you ever are like, I think it's too much, I don't want to go that hard, just remember, be brave in the beat slap. So dark stuff dark, bright stuff bright. We're gonna go in for round 2 on edge highlights. High opacity, low moisture. This time we're gonna do less. We're gonna go in straight up with white and just do a little bit right here. Kind of in the centers of things or edges that are sharp. See, we're creating that pop. Tampa Tips is a thing. Where I F up is too much opacity. I'm slowly learning from you, building up slowly. Got stuck in the American way of instant gratification. I mean, me too. My techniques are all cheat codes, bro. What you're watching is, I'm trying to make a somewhat display quality. So I'm using a lot of glazing tricks, but I did brute force it with a cell shading hack. But the thing that you are right about is opacity. Painting is two things. It's opacity and moisture management. There's no third thing. And I make sure I teach all my students that. And we learn opacity, moisture definitions for everything. Right now I'm high opacity, low moisture. It's easy. The way I'm managing my moisture is by not adding moisture. I'm just grabbing the paint off the palette. That way I can control the brush, and I'm using an 18-0 synthetic, so I'm basically using it as a pencil. I'm using the heart pull strategy, which is the brush stroke of precision. When you start putting all these moving parts together, Tampa Tip, you get really OP, like you can't fail. I'm a professional commercial artist. That's different than an artist. My whole thing is that it has to be worth money, meaning it's better. A lot of people who go to art school don't get that lesson. If someone's willing to pay you for it, it's better. And so my system has to be built upon sustainability, attainability, and repeatability in order for me to maintain income. So in real time, I had to develop this system in the trenches. I started in 2010, commission painting, bringing airbrush to market, and then transition into education, teaching people that technique. I used to paint a 2,000 point army by myself every 14 days for 6 straight years. Lady Fluff Bottom is all about that trap. I can tell over on Twitch. Tampa Tips says, I need to hit you up for the courses because I need to learn your hacks. Otherwise, it takes you weeks. The cool thing about my classes, Tampa, is that you can pay to win by signing up on Patreon for $100 a month and get a class credit every month. And you can take my course. You can also just DM me on social media for a free copy of my syllabus to see if you're even interested. But also, if that money doesn't work out for you, if you just watch all my shit, you can grind level ups.
Everybody, please relax.
But if you want a shortcut, like you can ask my students on Twitch. You want a shortcut like 3 years of progress in like 4 contact hours? That's the pay to win model.
But I don't need to talk about what I've done in every single rhyme. My identities must remain sealed. But I've been told to write these hot joints and lock this game for.
So you see now we have this HD bass. Now in some areas I'm gonna smooth it out because this is show quality. So let's move over here. We're gonna lower the opacity, maybe try to reestablish a little respect, which is another concept in the class. And we're gonna try to glaze edit these lines by using something a little darker than the line itself and a little bit less opaque. And we're gonna create a band-aid. And it's gonna help blur any lines that are a little too wacky. But also here, you see we've got this ledge right here. We want to add some highlight to those textures.
The more you listen to them, the longer you live, the stronger you'll get. Hey, don't play the game unless you're gonna play hard. I heard your CD. You really shouldn't quit your day job. I eat, breathe, and sleep this shit. Hip-hop ambassador, Lazarus. Go and get your camera. The streets really want an MC to hold them down and get rid of all of these imposters and clowns on both sides of the Atlantic. Well, Lazarus is here to save the day. There's no need to panic. Everybody, please relax. Everyone, stay calm. Lazarus came to drop bombs. Tell your brother, your sister, tell your pops, your moms, it's okay. Everybody, please relax.
Dapper says, yeah, I'm constantly watching a gazillion videos to try to improve. I think I need instant feedback. Yeah, that's why I do the classes. That's how you get to a place where it's the only way to improve. So I'm gonna go back in time to a little bit of a darker position. Right, and get inside this little kind of crag right there. .5 minutes left in the broadcast today. Brother Scar over on Twitch says, I'll paint something up tomorrow. I'll show you how bad I am. Cracking me up, dude. Don't worry. I don't care how bad at painting you are. This shit is just a technique. Anyone can learn it. You don't need to be artistic. Let's grab a little transparent black. Let's go in for one more darkening pass. And we're going to try to force it down inside that recess. Straight up transparent black from Among My Hobbies. See how the black is what sharpens the image. Got a little crazy there, so I'll take a little water. Soften that up a little bit.
don't stop. Don't stop, girl, you know I don't stop. Don't stop, girl, you know I don't stop. Don't stop, girl, you know I don't stop. Hey, little mama, I ain't seen you in a minute. I don't wanna fall in love, let me stand up in it. Put it on camera, show all my stamina. Professional, no time for the amateurs. Flashbacks to our last soiree. Doing the foreplay, it tastes like sorbet.
We're trying to create like a dramatic sense of
the writings on the wall, it's a masterpiece. I love all your assets.
frontal lighting here.
Give you all this good love until you're fast asleep. Wake you up in the morning, you don't need makeup. And before you cake up at work, we make love. So flexible, so the sex exceptional. Brothers run game, but you're not susceptible. Intellectual, I just love your brain. Scratching on my back while you yell my name. Yeah, don't stop, girl, you know I don't stop. Don't stop, girl, you know I don't stop. Don't stop, girl, you know I don't stop. Don't stop,
See.
girl, you know I don't stop.
See, and you see how like there's almost an illusionary quality to it.
You came first, you in first place. Eat you like cake on my birthday. So delicious, I just wanna nibble your body, your sweetest candy lady. Let me taste a skittle. Pulling on your head, spanking on your derriere.
Blow the dust out of your airbrush, brother Scar. Tap a tip on Graham. Says, so you're really trying to create those hard edges, kind of like edge highlighting in 40K Space Marine instead of blurring, slow shadow effect? Yeah, man. That's HD, baby. Like we did both. See, we blurred it, and we're doing hard edges. So this way we are extra HD. Always take it to 11, baby. Some people are like, I just don't like that style. And I'm like, cool. So if my shit painted like this is on the table in my army, and your shit that's painted not like this is on the table, nobody's gonna fucking look at yours. They're gonna look at mine. Therefore, it's better. That's the value. Validation from the audience is the currency. Right? You go to a trade show, you got your army on the table, everyone wants to take pictures of yours. That's because you took it to fucking 11, baby. People think art is subjective. It's not really. Contrast is the objective rule of art, and for miniatures, that means dark lines and bright lines opposing each other because they are 32 millimeters. If you try to use natural lighting techniques, it will always look like shit. See, I'm gonna pop little spots more and more as we go. Now I'm starting like a big timer. The boy started from the bottom like Drake. I'm a big climber. It's tight.
Question.
What?
Are we not saying phrasing anymore?
I'm coming! Phrasing boom!
Come on, make a hole.
Phrasing. My man
Tell Archer
Recoil.
I'm coming for him. Phrasing boom and both berries
Let me
out.
get some straight strong man love from my man Recoil. Jumping in on Twitch. What's up, brother? He says, I don't like. Do I look like a cat to you? Am I jumping around all nimbly from tree to tree all night? Meow. Hand over your license and registration. Solid fucking callback, dude. Right, yeah. Classic. Yo, Recoil. Recoil's a big fan of the Dark Angels. So, Recoil, we got the backpack thrown on there. We're looking sick. Now we're working on this kind of display base for him from Elric's Hobbies. And we've got We've got 2 people on Instagram watching. Tampa Tip is back. Says, you just called me out. That's exactly where I went wrong. I'm trying to apply Big World Soft Shadows effects into a mini. It doesn't look right unless you're under some serious lighting. Right? You have to be in perfect light, which is impossible. And a lot of people get led down the dark path because a lot of the techniques associated with like the softer shadows are like lazy hacks. Like Grim Dark. You will always be left with a shittier product. Because remember, the only objective rule in art is contrast. Contrast means viewability, perceivability, and understandability. So for a 32mm scale model, that means dark stuff needs to be excessively dark and bright edges need to be excessively bright. That's how the eye works. Okay, so there is like a little dirt pile right here, which irritates me. Let's take some mahogany. Some white. I hate it when they sculpt dirt like this. I lowered the opacity and kind of just glazing it over lazily. Tampa, free lesson. That's right, baby. Now we're gonna glaze some of this brown. Onto some of the stones. Because we have to link this sculpted dirt into the actual real estate. We're gonna just stipple some of it around. Okay.
All my babies in the house with lipstick on their mouth. We ain't never leaving till they kicking us out. Coogie sweater with the leather. I rap better than other rap imitators. All the ladies love me cause I'm a Mac.
So we're just adding a little distortion of a brown color to our stones with using the sewing machine stroke.
They all know me round here. I bring lyrical fear. Fly around in the
To try to link that dirt into the piece.
And if anyone's asking, the only one you need, where else would you want to be? It's me. I'm a K-I-N-G. Baby, I'm all you need. In the off-white Rari, baby, we run the street.
Fuck God says hobo class stealing engaged.
West Side royalty.
So you can grind it, dude. If you're here grinding every day, you get good.
I'm a K-I-N-G. Baby, I'm all you need. In the off-white Rari, baby, we run the streets. I'm a K-I-N-G. West Side.
So I'm trying to bring a little bit of brown in.
I'm a K-I-N-G. Baby, that's all.
Let's take a little of the golden brown. I'm gonna kind of stipple it, kind of like it's popcorn.
I walk around, they give me extra love. I get extra kisses and get extra hugs. At the barbecue and the cookout, homies on the lookout cause they wanna get pushed out. My crew is all love to the end. Ride around in the Benz that I caught for my friends. I'm the leader of the gang. My girl loves when I do my thing, pushing grain. 24-inch Lorenzo's what I spend, though. I'm telling you, my whip game is meant. Taking baby girl out the Honda too, and take her to the path.
So I'll put a couple of obvious dots as well. I'm just stippling in. Oh, my phone just came off of mute.
In the off-white Rari, baby, we run the streets. I'm a K-I-N-G, West Side royalty.
Probably good enough. Ruggable over on Instagram. What's up, man? So we actually have to paint the rim on this base because it is resin. So it's not like a GW black base that we can just kind of wipe the excess paint off. So I'm gonna grab some cold black. And what I'm gonna do is take one of my soft round dry brushes. I'm gonna take cold black. And we're gonna just carefully move this one direction. We're just using raw dog black off the palette. And we're trying to keep it going from one wet edge. We don't want any brush strokes. That's why I use that brush, and I'll use now this number 4 brush for some cleanup here using the art pool. Always paint the rims of your base is black. Every other color is a goddamn scam. With the paint, it will make the model look less sharp. This is what you need, that rim to really sharpen the image up. And so Balthasar, like I said, my vision is he stands up here on this, kind of surveying the battlefield. Gone Beyond says, did you know Gene Simmons is Moroccan? He said, I'm Moroccan all night. Nice. Are you dead? You must be a dad. Tampa Tip, did you lose audio? I don't know. Mic check 1 2. Oh yeah, I guess we did lose audio. Mic check. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Sit when I go number 1 and number 2. We're back on audio. So I get about barely enough battery out of this. So my lav mic died. I just plugged it in. See, it's going from green to red. So barely have enough juice in one of these. It might be cutting in and out too, I don't even know. You have to let me know. That's not a good spot for it. That's a terrible spot. Maybe that works. Maybe this. Is there a better place to plug this in? Hold on. This cord's too heavy. It might cut out again. That cord is just too heavy. Mic check, mic check. Let's see. It's still red. So, yeah, shit straight. Not taking it. This is a fast charger too. What's going on here? This might work for a few more minutes. R Dubs, what's up, brother? R Dubs over on YouTube. So we only have a few minutes left. I'm trying to get my mic working again for Instagram. I think it is. Take this guy off. This is where we want to be. Real simple, right? My man R Dubs. How you doing, brother? We're back. Tampa tip. A little bit of super glue. See, I knew he'd fit right there. That's why I didn't overpaint it. Perfectly fits on that little ledge. What you been up to, R Dubs? A second. Why are you acting like this way right now, people? Just want everyone on Instagram to know you're probably getting a worse version on the screen right now. than Twitch. Twitch, I can control my lighting so much more because Instagram doesn't let me do anything with the camera settings. So it's just blowing out everything as far as I can tell with auto exposure. Over on the gram. I'll turn the light off. It's funny because it's basically in the dark for Twitch now, but the low light just auto corrects on the camera, on the phone. But yeah, there it is, guys. About 3 minutes left, and we got him on his base. There it is, boys. Oh, I think it died again. How about this? Let's just take the receiver out. It should probably go to normal audio now. We're back on audio. Can you hear us again? So we don't quite get enough time out of this.
Excellent!
It's tight. Crippler, Kraka, thank you for the sub over on YouTube. Brother Scar says Twitch is so much better for streaming that it's unreal. Yeah. R-Dub says the green is sexy. Thanks, man. Nocturnal Right, what's up, brother? Yeah, that's your shit, right? Been a long time, brother. What you been up to? Haven't seen you on Twitch in ages. Well, I know what you've been doing. Painting Dark Angels in full Dark Angel regalia like this. Like I said, this is so fun. I can paint them all day. God, I love him. He makes me so happy. So, as far as the year goes, guys, we're going to have our year ender probably on Saturday the 16th. Next Saturday, 1 week. It'll be our last day streaming. For streaming miniatures for the year. And then we'll be back on the air on the 2nd of the new year. So that means we're going to be absolutely giving this model away on the year ender. And I'm still thinking about giving away Magnus or listing them on my shop. Pip down, pip down. Don't break, don't break.
You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
Don't know if the phone can even capture half of that. For Instagram. So you'll probably get listed on my shop. But we're definitely gonna give away the DA model. Very least. But look, guys, let me write some names down. I've got 2 classes back to back here. Shout out to Instagram, where writing some names down over on Twitch. We have some people who want some things just now, which is Brother Scar. Make sure to DM me your shipping infos and sweater or shirt size specifications. You can Facebook me, Patreon DM me, whisper me, Recoil, the Huff, and I do shirts too. You can pick a shirt. Recoil. All right, let me pull the Instagram feed. Thanks for kicking it today, guys. We're still workshopping this shit. Shout out to Tampa Tip for kicking it with us. And Alley Cat, hello from New Zealand. Big fan of yours. Alley Cat, thank you for tuning in. We've been trying to do this a couple times a week. We just wrapped up a few hours. You can go back to Twitch, check the VODs. I'm also going to publish this VOD. You can also just hit up my links in the bio. So we're out of here on Insta. All right, let's publish this. Don't want to lose it. All right, back to my guys over here. Storm says, great job today. Thanks, man. Recoil, thank you. Huff, okay. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna set up our raid. Love Minis, do we have a raid? Brother says no need to send me anything, man. Okay, brother. You guys are just all gentlemen and scholars. Mac, cool. Also throwing down. I appreciate you, brother. Hey, man. Thanks, dog. Let me get some strong man love right there. It is the weekend. Love Mini says dice check. Okay, I'll do dice check. I'll see you guys again on Tuesday. Really start ramping up the holiday season, guys. I appreciate your support as always. I literally can't do it without you guys. This Dark Angel project is near and dear, but we're gonna send some love over to the Dice Check crew. The raid has begun. Make sure to bring the length, the girth, the positivity of this network on over. See you guys on Tuesday as always.